Okay, Coach. Well, after the season ends, the Chargers most likely moving about 12 miles north of here. But for now, we've got football at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Indianapolis Colts and our home team. Now the elder statesman of the NFL, Adam Vinatieri, set to get us started. And we are underway in Southern California. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Green 90, 190.
36.
Melvin Gordon, the two-time Pro Bowler. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Gordon, a Pro Bowler for the second time last season, 885 yards, 10 touchdowns, and that was only in 12 games played a season ago. And he also switched jersey numbers in the offseason from 28 to 25. And 25, that's the number he wore when he was dominating the Big Ten college gridiron for the Badgers of Wisconsin.
Let him know.
On second down and 4. Rivers got Gordon open, completes it. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Watch the shift.
From the gun, Rivers. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Gets it into the hands of Allen on the jet sweep. He'll get this up to the 34, and a good lane opening up right away for it. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing Rivers. It's caught by Garcon. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Rivers on first down. And that's complete to Gates. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, it has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
So that'll back him up 5.
Come on now, let's go.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal.
Get on!
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. A toss play, Gordon, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that is going to set up third and goal.
Set 180, block 15.
Silver.
Behind.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. And that will be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So on fourth down, on comes the Charger kicker, Michael Badgley. Badgley's kick is good. The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Luck and the Colts come up now first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. This is Marlon Mack, third-year running back, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up. This Week 1 matchup between the Colts and the Chargers, there are a couple of ties between the two franchises. Of course, Colts head coach Frank Reich, he spent 2 seasons as the Chargers offensive coordinator in 2014 and 15. Then he would have 2 years as the Eagles OC before coming to Indianapolis. But also, Colts fans, they do not have good memories of the 2007 and 2008 seasons, both times losing to the under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Lorenzo Alexander wreaking the defensive havoc.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is third and long.
4 down, check, 4 down.
11 feet.
Out of the gun, Luck. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
And the Colts first down.
Check up. Right in.
59. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Come on, baby. Come on. Let's go.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Check up. 5 to 5.
59. Back to 59. I'm trying to collect.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Luck finding Paris Campbell, and there's Campbell's first NFL catch. A gain there of 21 yards.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout, but let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston, then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a toss play. This is Mack. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Hey, protect.
From the 50, it's long. And the catch made by Hilton. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 24-yard line. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
On first down, Love. He's got it to Hilton. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
Luck going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. From the gun, here's Luck. He's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Block on third down. This is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's first and goal.
Check out. 675.
Looking to run with Matt. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. Now Luck. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Colts have taken the lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. To throw, Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Justin Houston making his presence felt there in the backfield. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. If they can't come up with something here, they're looking at a quick 3 and out.
Well, guess what? You get the ball in the hands of your best player to his favorite play and try and salvage something out of this drive. Now, of course, if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're thinking the exact same thing. So they better provide him some help on this one.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Derek Kindred there to get a hand on that one. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game, because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
Hey, check. You gonna get this boy?
On 2nd and 10, Locke. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Call. Mike, check.
A shotgun snap for Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lorenzo Alexander picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Hey, keep it up. Check 43.
Back near his goal line, Rivers. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
Stay there. 380.
Let's go one more.
The 1st down throw here for Rivers. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers going deep here for Allen. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. They give him a gain of 37.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. Now Gordon on 1st down. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
That white 90. Black 11.
On 2nd down now. It's Gordon, and this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd down, Rivers. He's going to go for it all. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
They'll start on the ground with Mack. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
65.
Throwing his lock. And that pass is going to be intercepted by the All-Pro DB Desmond King. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
35 seconds, all that remains in the first half as they come up on 1st down. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Gates, the intended receiver there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
They're running it.
To throw again. Rivers. He's got it to Williams. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The last play on the completion got him half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. This will be fielded at the 17. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Around the NFL, an update from a game going on down in Tampa. And the 49ers are out to the early lead. I would definitely imagine we'll hear more from that game as we go along. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking deep for Hilton. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. The final shot before the break. Luck Looking deep here for Ebron. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They go right back to Mack. A beautiful fake. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Check up. 1-2-7.
To throw is Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lorenzo Alexander able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Charger drive about to get going. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Now they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Red Delta!
198. Watch 98. 98 for Mike.
Throwing again. Rivers. Benjamin's got it. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
98 for Mike. Danny.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down, L.A.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Rivers now 9 of 17 through the air. Not a great percentage, but it is 1st and 10. Rivers again. Completes it to Benjamin. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a 1st down.
And the Chargers' 1st
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
On first down, Gordon. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. This is Gordon as they go to him again. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Running on first down, Eckler. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
180! 180! Hey, 79! 79! What?
From the red zone now, Rivers. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
Luck, and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 15. Now Luck, complete to Hilton. And some room to roam now. T.Y. Hilton, nobody to beat. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, 85 yards. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Rivers on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Kenny Moore that time there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up second down.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rivers nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The linebacker Darius Leonard applied the heat.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
From the gun, Rivers. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
That's the end of the third quarter.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
She was skinny.
The Chargers go here. It's Rivers. He's got Allen. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Phillip Rivers, no stranger to 4th quarter comebacks. He's led the Chargers back to victory 26 times coming into this year. But work to do here if he wants to add another notch to the belt. They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
On 2nd and 12, Rivers. And off the deflection, it's caught. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down.
Now that's a defensive coordinator's nightmare right there. You're covering everyone, and the guy's not even the intended receiver. Ends up making the play.
Right place, right time, I guess.
When that ball's tipped up in the air like that, you've got to go up and get it. Offense and defense, and in this case, the offense ended up grabbing it.
And the Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Hey, bro, 80.
36. Come on, boy. Come on, boy.
Q.
Don't be scared of it. He's crashing.
Buffalo one.
Rivers now to throw on 1st down. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. The tight end Gates, the intended target.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Mack on the toss. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll run here with Mack, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Check 99. Check 99. 11.
Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Let go.
On 2nd down, it's Mack, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Let go. Ready.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On 3rd down, a run by Mack. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Vinatieri now on to try the field goal for the Colts. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? They'll run on 1st down. It's Gordon. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Let's make these babies quick. 89.
Rivers to throw it. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down. Good spot on the field to go for it, kind of no man's land as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow, might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
Chargers first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Zip, round 80! Round 80! 12.
First down, Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Rivers. And that's complete to Gates. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
He's coming, double up.
To throw is Rivers. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Rivers to throw for it on 4th. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
They begin the drive on the ground with Mack. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll set them back 5.
Check out.
Watch the run, watch the run.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Colts, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.